Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your daily Top 7 at 7. I am your host, Virtual Kane, and today is February the 15th, 2017. Yes, exciting times we are in. If you are interested in getting a pair of tickets to our new show, The Sick Puppies and Devour the Day, and are going to be in Southern Oregon, we are basically holding the event at the historic Ashland Armory. So, if you like that kind of thing and you want to win a pair of tickets, leave your name in the comments, and the very first person who does so will get those tickets. So, without further ado, let's jump into the news. Malaysia detains woman, seeks others in connection with North Korean's death. Malaysian police on Wednesday detained a woman holding Vietnam travel papers and said they were looking for a few other foreign suspects in connection with the apparent assassination of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's estranged half-brother. Trump says peace deal will ultimately be up to Israelis and Palestinians. U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday said he would work to bring about a peace between Israel and Palestinians, but it would be up to the parties themselves ultimately to reach an agreement. And I think, that's pretty true. U.S. warns NATO, increase spending or we might moderate support. U.S. President Donald Trump's defense secretary warned NATO allies on Wednesday that they must honor military spending pledges to ensure the United States does not moderate support for the alliance. Okay. Syrian opposition wants Geneva talks on political transition. The main Syrian opposition body said on Wednesday it wanted face-to-face negotiations with the Damascus government about a political transition at peace talks that are due to begin in Geneva this next week. Pope appears to back native tribes in Dakota pipeline conflict. Pope Francis appeared on Wednesday to back Native Americans seeking to halt part of the Dakota Access Pipeline, saying indigenous cultures have the right to defend their ancestral relationship to the earth. Ayatollah Khamenei criticizes Iran's president on economy ahead of vote. Iran's president must do more to improve the economy, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said on Wednesday, in a rare public criticism from the supreme leader 3 months before Hassan Rouhani runs for re-election. Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targets judges in Peshawar. A suicide bomber from the Pakistani Taliban militant group attacked a van carrying judges in northwestern city of Peshawar on Wednesday, wounding several judges and killing the driver, police said. Rebel tells Francis Fillon that voters are deserting. Scandal hit French presidential candidate François Fillon came under renewed attack from within his own conservative camp on Wednesday as he sought to hold his campaign together through talks with ex-president Nicolas Sarkozy. Doesn't sound French. U.S. troops deploy in Bulgaria as Mattis meets NATO in Brussels. U.S. troops deployed in Bulgaria on Wednesday, and armored vehicles and heavy equipment are to arrive by the end of the week under a planned NATO operation to support its Eastern European allies, the Bulgarian Defense Ministry said. Ground staff at Berlin airports to strike again on Thursday over pay. Ground staff will go to strike again at Berlin's 2 airports on Thursday, Union Verdi said on Wednesday, following walkouts last week over a pay dispute. Interesting. Well, that's the news. Let's see what we got going on for today. That was yesterday. Let's see. Climate change has already harmed almost half of all mammals. Scientific American. Let's see. On February 14th, 1997, that was yesterday's news, but yes, we covered the STIS. Let's see. Published on this day in 2001, Initial Sequencing and Analysis of the Human Genome. Very cool. And it looks like we've got Lago Strobe in Argentina. Let's see. And the infamous heart-shaped moon. There's not really any news, is there? Let's see. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the bees. Honeybees let out a whoop when they bump into each other. Okay. Okay. All right, I think that's it. Anything else? India to launch a record 104 satellites on one rocket tonight. 104 satellites. That's a lot. And X-37B not landing soon. Pentagon says program conducting a regularly scheduled exercise amid false landing rumors. I just want to keep going through this, but, we can only report on so much. I already went way past the 7 that I initially intended to ever do with the world news. I was supposed to just read the top 7 stories, but it kind of got into the reading all of the stories because, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. So thank you for joining me again on this wonderful adventure. If you want to win tickets to the show, again, it is Sick Puppies and Devour the Day at the historic Ashland Armory on March the 6th, 2017, which is less than 2-3 weeks away. So if you want them, comment, and the very first person to do so will get those tickets. All right, I thank you so much for joining me. Again, I love seeing all of your smiling faces, and I can't wait until the next daily Top 7 at 7 when I get to see you again tomorrow.